Hey, my truth seekers, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. Yes, indeed, guys. Thank you for coming in. As you can see right here, we're going to go ahead and change it up a little bit, which we're going to go ahead and talk about this article that I had seen where Wendy Williams, yes, raised from the ashes. That's exactly what I call it. And I was shocked, guys. I'm not going to tell you no lie. I felt on the floor when I saw people. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was last week when they was talking about, oh, we need to hear from Wendy Williams. We need to hear from Wendy Williams when it comes to all the stuff that is going on with Sean Combs. And I mean, I sat there and say, Lord, my people, which most of this right here, I'm going to talk about it in the back wall because it's certain things that I see in the spirit when it comes to this particular topic with Sean Combs. Like I said, this is much bigger than him. Okay, like I said, the real puppet masters, they are the ones that's working behind the scene. Yes, I see my girls in the house. Mildred Morris, she says, "Hey, chat and Lady D, listen, driving, going visit the nursing home." Oh my God, that is great. That is very great. Was you able to get on the membership yesterday? Because I know that you said you was having trouble. Let me know if you was able to get in because I had made some changes yesterday, and I think that YouTube had to, go ahead and they had to go ahead and review some stuff. Oh, you still wasn't able? Oh wow. Well, I hope you can be able to do it today. Just see if you can go ahead and refresh your computer and see if you can do it on your laptop. And once you click on join, it's gonna just Everything is self-explainable, okay? My girl, country girl Queen is in the house. She says, "Good afternoon, unapologetic real talk and true tellers." Yes, guys, thank you for coming in. As you can see right here, we're going to change up the topic a little bit. Give me a thumbs up. I didn't do a mic check. Someone give me a thumbs up to tell let me know that you all can hear me real good, because I don't want to keep repeating myself, which most of this right here I'm going to talk about it in the behind the back wall, because I mean, the Most High God been revealing so much to us, and as you can see, when it comes to a lot of stuff that is going on right now, we seen Israel and Iran, they going at each other. This right here is what I call a spiritual warfare. And the reason why it's a spiritual warfare is because, like I said, they know that their time is almost up, and they would do any and everything to keep us asleep. Okay. So, guys, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you give me a thumbs up so I can go ahead and continue with what I want to go ahead and talk about when it comes to this certain topic right here, which, like I said, if we see how these other content creators, they are going about it and twisting and staying up all night and, putting out all this stuff, and calling themselves psychic. And I mean, so much stuff that is going on. I mean, I'm just seeing one of these content creators. I don't never go to sleep. And I mean, and people sit there and say, "Oh, we up all night. Just keep us pouring the tea, to pouring the tea." And most of it is our people, they have a thirst for drama. And like I say, when it comes to the power that be, they're going to give us exactly what we want. They know that we love drama, we love the gossip, because it is all embedded in us, and they know if they throw all this right here out, what are we going to do? We're going to forget about all the stuff that is going on behind the scene. We're going to forget about all that. And they know exactly what makes us move, how we think, because like they don't figure us out. The thing about it, we can't figure each other out. Make it make sense. Yes. Mildred says, visit other chats. They had a join button. Yeah. I saw that. I have a join button as well. I don't know why it's not showing up on mine's with yours. I don't know why, because I did it on another phone and I did see the join button. So guys, let me know if you guys also is having problems trying to join my membership, because everybody else, I went and checked to see, with my other phones to see if I was able to join, and it let me in. So I don't know. I don't know what's the problem, Mildred. Debbie Bailey says, "Good afternoon, everyone." Hi, Debbie. How are you doing? Yes, indeed. Also, I am victorious. Oh, I love it. I am victorious. And that's exactly when it comes to our people, we have to be victorious. We have to stand knowing that the battle is already won. All we have to do is just stand on the wall and keep watching, okay? Because they know that their time is almost up. Okay. Also, I am victorious. There's all these false prophets out here. Absolutely. But you're going to know them. You're going to know them by sh- they say, "My sheep knows my voice, and a stranger they will not follow." So you're going to know them. You want to know exactly how to separate the sheep from the goats. I promise you. I promise you. So, guys, did y'all give me a thumbs up? Let me go ahead and do a mic check, because I don't want to continue, just talking to myself. Okay. So let me see if I can hear myself, because nobody gave me a thumbs up. So, guys, can y'all hear me? I don't know why I can't hear on this right here. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Let me do a mic check, because I ain't talking over, repeating myself. So I'm trying to make sure that everything is clear. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. So, like I said, when it comes to the real puppet masters out there, I'm seeing people now saying, "Oh my God, it's going to be Jay Z and Beyonce." I promise you, if you guys go after Jay Z and Beyonce, that's when our people gonna wake up. Okay, like they say, you can have most likely they probably say you can have P Diddy. They even talking about Chris, what's his name? What the little young guy, the one, him and Rihanna, Chris Brown. Yes, they even talked about Chris Brown, talking about they about to put some more stuff on him. It's like I said, this right here, this is just the beginning. Like I told you guys, 8 is a new beginning. You guys waited until the world told you that. Everybody quoting Cat Williams. Oh, Cat Williams told you guys that this is going to be the year where everybody is going to be exposed. I've been telling you guys that. I had been writing and on my community tab for like maybe 10 months or maybe 2 years ago, telling you that all this stuff was going to happen. It was going to be a big surge. I mean, a big surge if you don't come out of this. Now they needed the world to sit there and say, oh, these celebrities, they are about to be exposed. Only our people going to be exposed. Only our people gonna be exposed. Trust me, they're gonna protect themselves. But like I said, everybody is talking about the big fish. Oh, it's Jay-Z and it's they going to get him. Well, like I said, if you go after Jay-Z, then you're gonna have to go after Beyonce. And I don't think that's gonna happen because that's when we going to sit there and we gonna say enough is enough. Because nowhere in the world that you can talk about going after our people and we got our silly sheep, we got all these content creators. I mean, one of them stay up all night. Like I said, there and say, these people could look like they got it all together from the outside, but inside these people are raven wolves. They look like us. Come on and help me out, country girl, because I always get this uh term always messed up. Every skin folks ain't the kin folks, something like that. And it's like we get a high. It's like we are addicted when it comes to 1 hour filler sheets fall. But like I said, this right here is what I call the eighth universal year. The eighth universal year, 2024. Add it up. 2 plus 2 plus 4. That's eight. Eighth universal year. So if you don't sit there and come out of her and leave these people stuff alone, you're gonna be exposed because 9 is your behind. Okay, is it? The gates are shut. When you get into, we are most in like 3 more months. We are going into the ninth universal year. That's it. That's it. Because he's giving you this season right here. This is the season right now of harvest time. Either you're in or you're out. You're either hot or you're cold, but you cannot be in between. And I'm going to talk about this behind the page because the Most High God already gave me the vision. I see it all clear. I see how it's all going to play out. You think you've seen that Israel and Iran, a Muslim and Jews are fighting against each other? That's Bible prophecies. That's Bible prophecies. But like I said there and say, all this stuff got to play out. And it's not like they are the chosen ones. Like I say, we don't have to do anything. All we have to do is sit on the wall and watch them. I promise you. Watch them. And when it comes to politics and Hollywood, it's just like I say, they are the puppet masters. They are the ones that they gonna put the little puppets, the pawns. They gonna put this power that be. They uses politics and they uses these celebrities to move us because they know that's what gets us moving. It gets us out of our mind. All this right here, like I said, is just a way of rocking us to sleep. Yeah, you right, country girl. Country girl say all skin folks ain't kin folks. I need to go ahead and write that on my forehead because I keep forgetting exactly what's going on. So before I get into all this, guys, let me go ahead and read the copyright disclaimer. I got to go ahead and get that out the way. And like I said, I'm not going to dumb myself down. I'm not going to dumb myself down. You know how I used to feel like, oh, just because, I might have 2 or 3 people watching me that I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Well, you can sit there and you can have thousands of people and still don't know what the heck you're talking about. And the only reason why you see thousands of people running to these certain platforms because they're giving you that watered down whitewash lie. People like to run behind a lie. And when the truth, you're not going to see too many people that's going to flock to the truth. Because just like I said, when it comes to our people have itchy ears. Itchy ears. That's why when this little beautiful little girl come on, I mean, all excited when she gets something, and half of the stuff is just bait. But you guys still get excited because you like to see when we tear down each other. And that's why I said, I'm not going to sit there and dummy myself down because I know I stand on my truth and I know that the Most High God speaks directly to me. And that's real talk. Okay. So let's go ahead and read the disclaimer is under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright a statute that might otherwise be infringing. So, guys, again, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And most of this stuff right here, when I start talking in the spirit, because the Most High God also gives me dreams. And I'm going to sit there and I'm going to say exactly what he gives to me because you guys looking at Beyonce and Jay-Z and all these other silly sheeps, as they are the big fish. No, right here, what you see right here, which we're going to talk about all this right here, this is the big fish, okay? And the thing about it, when it came to Chris Jenner, she knows the ins and the outs of Hollywood because she was involved in all this. And I'm going to say allegedly to all this right here, but what it was when they came and got after her daughter, when they wanted to expose her when it was Brandy's brother, what's his name? What Brandy's brother name? Ray J. And when they exposed those pictures of Ray J and Chris, what's her name right there? Come on, like I said, I got a brain freeze. Come on, help me out. Kim Kardashian. Yes, Kim Kardashian. When that came out, she sat there and said, "Oh no, oh no," and they wasn't gonna mess with Chris because Chris knew exactly where all the bodies was laid, okay? And like I said, they ain't had no other choice but to sit there and bargain with her. But we're going to talk about all this right here because like I said, we looking at the big fish. But most of that, I'm going to be behind the walls with most of this stuff that is going on. So guys, again, like I said, make sure you go ahead and share these videos for more unapologetic content. But let's go ahead and read this article. This article right here, I thought I had the Daily News, but this one right here is, let me see who this one by. So I want to go ahead and read this one. Let me see if I can go share this right quick because now they're trying to raise Wendy Williams. They're trying to raise her from the dead, okay? Like I say, these people are desperate. This is what I call desperate. I hope you guys can see it real good. Ooh, it's hot in here, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up a little bigger. Yes. So right here, this article, I guess, is by Yahoo Entertainment. I had the one that was by Daily News, but this is all good. But let me go ahead and read this article right here, which I had saw last week when everybody was saying, oh, we need to hear from Wendy Williams. We need to hear from Wendy Williams. Like I said there and say, all this right here is the court of public opinion, and anything to sit there and distract us from what is really going on because, behind the profile, you could be anybody you want. You don't know, they might sit there and show black faces, but you don't know who are the ones that's pushing all this out. There's a lot of bots, looking like us, and they get us started. And before you know it, we sitting there, we hunting down our own people, make it make sense. That's why I sit there and say, guys, you got to wake up. But let me go ahead and read this right here. I don't know who this by Yahoo Entertainment Parade. I don't know who it's about, but let me go ahead and read it. This is not the one that I had pulled up, but right here, it says that Wendy Williams has sent a strong message about Diddy's arrest years after complicated history with rapper. And like I said, when it comes to Wendy Williams, we already know Wendy Williams, she was the queen of gossip. And when you sitting there, you tearing down and putting your foot on, especially when it comes to our melanated God, you better make sure, like I said there and say, you better make sure everything is intact with you, because all the people that you are tearing down, all you doing is putting all those spirits all in you. Gossiping is a spirit if it's not operated in the right way. If you out there, you tearing down, but you're not building up, is you just doing it for almighty dollars? Like I say, when I come on, this is my ministry. I'm in my lane, whether I get paid or not, whether I get clicks or likes. I'm still going to talk my truth because I've been doing it for years, almost 2 years. And even if it was 2 or 3, I'm still going to stand on my truth. And that's real talk. But right here, now they calling for Wendy Williams. All the while, Wendy Williams, she had to mention Wendy Williams was out of her mind. But they needs to hear something because, like I said, when it comes to our people, and not just our people, because like I said, old Master just sit back now. He sat there and he throw the bone and we run with it. He don't have to do anything no more. All they have to do is hide behind a computer and just push a little few buttons and give us a little few crumbs here and there. And what we gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run with it. But let me go ahead and continue reading where it says Wendy Williams finally got to share the reaction to Sean Diddy Combs' recent arrest after calling him out many years ago. So right there, they went ahead and they pulled her up out of the ashes. Oh, Wendy Williams, I know, you was talking about this years ago. Now it look like it's coming to pass. Don't know what's going on with this woman. They don't care no more. They don't care because they feast off of stuff like this. It's sad. And they throw it all out because, like I said, you got so much stuff that is going on out there. How they're trying to change laws and election time, and now we seen they find all types of stuff in Israel and Iran. All that right there. It's just a distraction. They put this entertainment stuff. Like I said, when it comes to politics and entertainment, it is what I call a distraction in order for them to sit there and do anything to sit there and get what I call this new world order out. Okay. So he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. So right there, Wendy Williams finally got to share her reaction to Sean Combs' recent arrest after calling him out many years ago. The 60-year-old spoke with the Daily Mail about the shocking news about Diddy, saying, "You know how I feel about that. It's about time." She also talked about people recalling her past comment about Diddy and claiming that they should have listened to her telling the publication. What is really weird is that I have been told by so many people, Wendy, you called it, including some people from my family who has said the same thing. So they sat there, they wanted an interview with Wendy because Wendy Williams back then, she went ahead and she called some things. And it is not like it was prophecy. Most likely she was dip and dab in the same stuff. She saw it, just like they say Jaguar. Jaguar said she saw all the stuff that was going on. So like I said, people going to say what other people did, but they're not going to say what they did. See, when it comes to Jaguar, she sat there and said she was on the scene when she saw that herself. And I'm going to say allegedly, but that's what she's saying. So this is not a prophecy that Wendy has spoken and it came to pass. Most likely she was dip and dab in the same stuff. She did the same thing. Wendy went to some of these wild parties as well. Look at Judge Matthew. Judge Matthew went ahead and called her out, talking about, the stuff that she was doing. But now all of a sudden, when everything started coming to the, out in the public, coming out, everybody wants to point the finger. But when you sitting there pointing the finger at someone, you got 4 more that's pointing back to you. And we're going to talk about all that, okay? So let's go ahead and read some more where it says Williams openly criticized Diddy for various controversy decades ago during her career as a radio host, leading to bad blood between the two. She also talked about him on her long-running series, The Wendy Williams Show, such as when she covered an alleged incident in which he punched Drake at a club in 2014. And like I said, when it comes to Wendy Williams, Wendy Williams, she had a gossip show. So Hulu would say, she had all the inside information. Most likely, she had her people right there on the scene, but they not going to tell the stuff that they did. And during her recent interview, Wendy Williams also talked about the video that went viral, went public, showing Diddy abusing his ex-girlfriend Casey. Telling the Daily News, she see this video on TV of Casey getting, plummeted. It was just horrible, which it was true. It was true, but like I said, if I know that a person was very abusive, I'm not going to keep going back and back and back just for the love of money, and then all of a sudden 20 years later, I want to sit there and I want to go ahead and tell all, make it make sense. Like I say, it's a lot of stuff that's going to come out when it comes to this right here. We just only sitting there looking at one side, but we're not looking at the ones that's behind the scene. So right here is also says, but now you have to think how many more times, how many people, how many more women. Is just so horrible. She continued. Williams shared a short update about her current health as well, saying that she was doing good after she was diagnosed with dementia, the same diagnosis as actor Bruce Willis early this year. Diddy was arrested on Monday, September 16, and pleaded not guilty to criminal charges of racketeering, sex trafficking. He's being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn after being denied bond. His next scheduled court date is here in October the 9th. Okay. So I wanted to go ahead and read all this right here because, like I said there and say, this right here is much bigger than Diddy, is much bigger than Jay-Z and the real puppet masters that's behind the scene. Ain't nothing happens to them. They get to die in their legacy until we say enough is enough. And the only way that we going to say enough is enough when they're going to come after someone that we said there and we love. And they know that when you go after the beehive, honey, you better make sure you know exactly what you're doing. And that's real talk. Okay. So let's go ahead. I see my queen is in the house. Lady Sparkle Smooth say, hey, my baby lady, I love you. You hit me, or can you drop the link? Okay, I sure will. And also says, salute my party people, Gemstones, Country Girl, Lady D Smooth say point blank, I'm about to go live and save this because there's a lot of backbiting, backstabbing, and all kinds of craziness. So let me go ahead and drop the link right quick. I didn't see it for Sparkles. So let me go ahead and drop the link. Sorry about that. I didn't see it. So let me drop the link for Sparkus. You are welcome to come on, okay? So let me go ahead and get out of this right here because most of this stuff right here, guys, I'm going to talk about it in my back wall. I'm going to talk about it, behind my back wall. So I hope, you guys can be able to go ahead and join my membership because we're going to go ahead and talk about all this stuff that's going on because like I said, I saw all this right here. I saw it all in the spirit, and when it comes to Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian, you remember when Ray J, they say it had leaked that tape. Did he actually release the tape? Because we already know now it's coming out now. It's coming out, that when it came to P. Diddy, he filmed, he had a lot of cameras on, a lot of these celebrities. And who to sit there and say, which we're going to go ahead and talk about it. The reason why they went ahead and dropped a tape of Kim and Ray J is because they know that when it came to her father was connected to OJ. That's how I see it in the spirit. So, no better way is to go ahead and try to sit there and go after the daughter of one of the attorneys that went ahead and helped the OJ trial. Some of you guys might catch this by tomorrow, but I see it in the spirit. So like I said, if you hear it anywhere else, you heard it from me. Okay. And then when it comes to all this, maybe Kris, and I'm going to say legend, this is how I see in the spirit. Kris sat there and say, oh no, you come out and you try to sit there and try to, shame, our family, then we got all this evidence. We got a lot of stuff that we know that'll shut this entire industry down. Now I'm gonna continue, talking about this right here because see, we looking at the little fishes, but the real big fishes, hey, and who to say when they was grabbing all these top celebrities, like Kanye West and anyone that was very famous. They get those type of black men, and who to say that when Kim went after Kanye West, because to me, that's like oil and water. But when she went after Kanye West, maybe she wanted to get close to Jay-Z and Beyonce, but Beyonce, you know how she is, honey. Ain't nobody gonna come in her circle. I don't care who you are. And when Beyonce went ahead and shut her out, and then before you know it, all kinds of stuff start coming out. I mean, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. So, like I said, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. Because see, we looking at when it comes to just our people, but like I said there and say, our people is what I call a bunch of silly sheep. A bunch of silly sheep that get caught into that, and they use people that comes from humble beginning and gives them these $1 billion, give them so much stuff. But didn't the devil did it to Satan? I mean, to Jesus. The devil sat there and he dragged Jesus, and like I said, I truly believe when it comes to those stories that's in the Bible, all that right there is setting it up for God's chosen people today. That's just was a glimpse, a glimpse, of what we heard, in the Bible. But we telling our story right now, and who can tell it better than the ones that's already been through it, are going through it. And I truly believe that we are the ones that's going through it, because when it was written, it was really written about us what's going to happen when Satan had took Jesus and threw him in the wilderness and then put him on the highest pinnacle and told him, you can have the entire world. And see, by our people coming from a very humble beginning, don't have anything, they bite off it. Like I said, we keep sitting there saying the devil did this, the devil did that. The devil is only the tempter. He can put it there, but it's up to you if you're going to go ahead and take that bait. And many of our silly sheets, what they did, they took the bait, not knowing that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. It all belongs to us anyway. But by we taking the bait, these people they said, okay, they done took the bait. Now we got them. So we're going to find something on them. Let them say, if we got to give them millions, even $1 billion, like a Sean Combs. Even if we got to give them $1 billion to sit there and do what we need them to do. And we already know when it came to Sean Combs, he sat there and put a lot of our people to sleep. Put a lot of our people to sleep. Oh, we can use him. But soon in a minute, when he started waking up, he started talking about, he wants to sit there and he want to pour it back into the black community. He's waking up. He trying to come against us. No, we got to stop this brother. We got to stop this brother, because we cannot have him. The money that we sat there and we gave him, we can't have him to sit there and pour it back into his black community or come against us. We got to chop him down. And no better thing to do is use his own people, the stuff that they had in their pocket, in their vault, just waiting to sit there and put it on the table. And that's exactly what you see. That's exactly what you see. And that's why we got to leave these people stuff alone. And that's real talk, okay? Yeah. So Tina Love said, I believe Kris Jenner sold that video with her daughter. Yes, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that all behind the scene, because this is much bigger. My girl, this is much bigger than what we think. Okay, I promise you, it is much bigger. And the thing about it, I see it. I see it all in the spirit. And we're going to talk about this behind the wall, because a lot of stuff that they put out and we grab a hold to it, we thinking that, we supposed to sit there and laugh, or put our foot or hand our people over to the power that be, not knowing the real ones that's out there, because when it comes to Chris Jenner, I promise you, I saw it already in the spirit, and I only can go by of what I have seen in the spirit, all this stuff. Just like it would say, look, I believe Chris Jenner sold that video. It could be, it could not, I don't know, alleged with her daughter and Ray J to the highest seller. She planted it. She was already in the industry. Kim Jenner was already in the industry. This woman, they did a lot of parties. And see, like I said, when they do parties, nothing said about it. Nothing said about it. It's just like I had ordered all the books, all the snow, what you call that, the Playboy bunnies that was in Hugh Hefner. I mean, I ordered 3 books. I got Holly book, I got the other one, Crystal, and another one I got. I mean, these people, they told some stories, and big old huge news outlets talked about it, but not one thing has they done. This man had hidden turners. This man had high celebrities, politicians, princes. I mean, everybody was at the Playboy Mansion. Everybody. Cameras. This man had cameras everywhere. Plenty of evidence. But nobody didn't say not one thing. This man got to die with his legacy intact. You're absolutely right. Clyde walking around like he got he disabled. She said, yeah, like he got dementia. P Diddy who? That's how he's saying now. P Diddy who? Now you know good and well you helped groom this guy. This guy looked at you as a mentor. Looked at you like a mentor. Now you saying P Diddy who? Okay, so look, I got Sparkles in the house. How are you doing, Sparkles?
I'm doing. Hi, Mama. What's going on, girl?
Look, I'm just sitting there trying to wake my people up, man. I know you know a lot about when it comes to this behind the scene with the industry.
Girl, ugh, it's a journey, but I'm dealing with some other stuff right now with some snakes and backbiting. But like I said,
Wow,
I love my lady D. 'Cause truths come to the light, and they always will. People that play
absolutely.
people that play innocent, like even with the Diddy stuff, it's a lot that people don't know. Like I said, if they don't open Pandora's box.
Hmm.
And I don't think it's gonna be a long time before it gets, closed because a lot of more people gonna be going. And I just do most of the time you gotta sit back and watch. Like it says, it's the age of Aquarius. The thinking. It's time for the minds to be open. And everybody got one side. Let's look at this side. It might be, but wait a minute, pump your brakes.
Hmm.
'Cause there's always two sides to a story, and then there's the truth.
Hmm.
Lies in the middle. So.
That's it.
Yeah, but yeah, Diddy got his shady thing, Wendy got her shady things, and but I did ride with her, personally, and I know, like I said, I just called her brother Tommy, and hopefully he'll get back to me, but it's just a lot going on. It's just a lot, but like I said, you got to give everybody the benefit of the doubt until the facts come out, you know.
Hmm. Well, do you
Yeah,
think that the facts gonna come out, because this right here is very, this has been going on since the beginning, a
yeah, but they
century. It
talk to
didn't start with
Yeah, they
P
talk
Diddy.
about they talk about R. Kelly and this, that, and the third. That's the whole situation. It just what it all boils down to, Lady D, my boo. It boils down to money, control, and power. Everybody wants
Hmm.
money. Everybody wants control. Everybody wants to be the chief. Nobody wants to be an Indian. And that's all
Hmm.
what this boils down to. But everybody and anybody is not above reproach. God is no
Hmm.
respecter person. No matter who you are, what you think you are, whatever, God is no
Hmm.
respecter person. And people need to understand that okay, you may have the fame, you may have this, that, and the third, but are you happy? You know.
Hmm.
Are you happy? But like I said, this stuff been going on. Diddy ain't the only one, and I was gonna sit back and let Pandora's box do what it do. But
Hmm.
like I said, it's a lot with these content creators too, and some of these subscribers. It's just a lot, and people just gonna be revealed. Everybody can't act innocent when you got your hands in this, dibbling that, dabbling that. It is what it is. It's just a
So you
lot.
don't think that it's like how I see it in spirit, that all this right here, it got to be revealed because nowhere in the world that
Mhm,
we should be dipping and dabbing in things of the world and knowing sooner or later you're gonna get caught up in it. And that's what I see when it
mhm.
comes to most of all our black celebrities. They are falling. They falling by the wayside. But
Yeah,
I want to know
yeah.
why
Rest
the
in
ones
peace. Let
that's
me say I'm sorry.
behind the
Rest in
scene,
peace.
the ones behind the scene are being protected.
It's something big that they trying to keep hid, but it's already out. And let me say this before I finish. Rest in peace to John Amos. Rest in peace to Frankie Beverly. It's just a lot. But people like to cover up certain things, and then certain things they want to. Oh, we'll put that out, but we're gonna spin it the way we want to spin it. You know,
Hmm.
and everybody just needs to be real. Let the truth ring loudly. And that's
Hmm.
the problem. Like I say, even on YouTube, but some of these people are connected to, these celebrities. They paying. Child, I'm not
Absolutely.
even gonna
I
go
see it.
out of
I feel it in the spirit because they going
Yeah,
too hard. Where are these content creators are getting this information? It's like that book. This guy came out with Kim Porter, found out that it was
oh,
fake. What's
that
his
book, that
name was?
fake book, and I know you. And I think they pulled it from Amazon. And
Yes,
thank you
what's his
guys
name was Ty. What's
because
his name was?
I forgot. I can put also two names. I forgot his name, but thank God, Amazon. Thank you for pulling it because
Hmm.
that's a disgrace to my sister KP. That's a disgrace because there's a lot, that haven't been told. There's also two other laptops. I don't know if they found them, but don't take nobody's life. Some stuff is traumatic. Kim went through a
Hmm.
very traumatic experience. Like I went through one. I just don't share it, you know, um, with this industry thing. But I didn't ask for this. This is my birthright, and
Hmm.
nobody's gonna take it from me. And I'm just glad I got people like you praying in my corner, people like eagles, people, good people, because God will send you angels, you know.
Absolutely.
And people just need to look at one side, look at the whole sides before you judge anything. But
Hmm.
as far as Jaguar, it's already been revealed that she is the type of person that she don't care about nobody but herself. And so if anybody
Hmm.
ever, and I know people, oh, Jaguar knows something. Jaguar's the true Jaguar. Don't know. Jaguar know what she heard, what she's seen. Like you said, um, you're you saying all of this, you know all of this, you've seen all of this, but what did you participate? Where's your skeletons in it? Because there's
Absolutely.
definitely a lot of skeletons in it. You're trying to throw the light on everybody else, but what about what you did? What you should be going down for? You know?
Absolutely. That's just like when it
Yeah,
comes to Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams was healthy, very healthy, and all of a sudden, her body, everything was just deteriorating, and before you know it, she was out of her mind, falling out, and everything else. These people have a way of shutting you up.
yeah. If they want to, but they know they can't. I'm one of a kind. They can't shut me up, and I said what I said. Um, Let me say this: a lot of stuff. I'm gonna say this: is Wendy ain't totally innocent. But a
Thank
lot of
you.
stuff goes back to this Whitney Houston thing. And like I said, I got the phone call when Whitney passed. I got it. And I know it's a lot with the Ray J and this and the that and this one pointing fingers, that one pointing fingers. I told Leola, Bobby's sister Leola Brown, me and her working on that. So, justice for Whitney, justice for Bobby Christina, justice for Bobby Jr. It's a lot going on. But like I said, people need to stop playing innocent because like I stated, there's a connection with this situation and content creators and people that's getting money and hiding it and all kind of it's a big connection. But I'm just the truth gonna come out. The truth and y'all
Mhm.
gonna be shocked. Like
I
I
could
said, the
see
truth
it. I
gonna come
see it in
out.
the spirit. That's why I
Mhm.
say it.
I know
Most
you
of
do.
this stuff
Yeah,
I'm going to talk about behind the walls because we
yeah,
looking at,
yeah. I think
okay,
you
is a
should.
P Diddy? Yes, is a P Diddy. We
Yeah.
looking at, okay, now they talking about Chris Brown and Jay-Z and Beyonce, and you know good and well Jay-Z and Beyonce, they got a whole army around them. You come after the beehive, I promise
Yeah, oh,
you.
girl, remember at one time it was bad,
Who
like in
come
2021,
after
2022.
Beyonce? And that's when they gonna wake
Yeah.
up. They not worrying about a P. Diddy and R. Kelly, but come after
Exactly.
Beyonce. Come after Beyonce because that's exactly who they want. Because that's the reason
Mhm,
why I see in the spirit. And like I say, I got this type of anointing. They
mhm.
wanted Sean Combs to come in and who would turn down a half of a million? How much that was he offered them? He offered them how much he had offered them? 50 million dollars, right? And would have gave them even more. And they turned all that down. They say no amount of money. So what else? What else? They want souls. They want souls. That's who they want. They don't want
Mhm.
the money. They want the
Exactly, and about the
soul.
money,
Because the
and see
dollar
that's
ain't worth
and see
nothing.
yeah, and see like some of these people that's running trying to get in this industry, these people, y'all don't know what y'all getting into. Y'all couldn't walk a mile in my shoes. I've seen a lot of things. I just, certain like I even tell Marcella, she starts going, I be like, Marcella, be quiet. Some stuff, be quiet,
I
you
know.
know.
I know
Be
about it. I
quiet because
promise you, I
yeah,
know about it.
yeah,
My baby
yeah.
sister is in that industry. And I
Oh wow.
promise you, it will chew you
Love
up
to
and spit you
babysit.
out.
Anyway, that's
It
what
will
they'll
chew
do.
you up and spit you out.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they
chew you
don't
up and
care.
spit you out. She got
They don't
she
care. They're gonna sacrifice families. They don't
yes,
care. And see, y'all
yes.
people think y'all know. Oh, let me get fame. Y'all get 50, 60. Oh, let me get fame. It ain't about that. Y'all don't know the traumatic experience that me and my 9 girl crew went through with this.
Mm,
The nine. Y'all don't know. But like I said, know what you're getting into. And see, back then it
absolutely.
was real vicious, and I'm still connected to it. I still see a lot of people. Like I
Mm,
said, Mary and all of them. I still see a lot of people,
mm,
but
mm.
y'all better be careful before you know what you think you know what you're getting into. Y'all got no
Uh,
idea.
honey,
So,
my sister, like I said, the one that had the in the biggest industry, he
mhm.
owned MGM, and he dead today. I promise I could tell you a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna tell you behind the
Oh wow.
walls. Okay, you gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
shocked.
yeah.
He even had a song about it, and when I show you, I promise you, honey, it's a lot.
Gee.
It's a lot. It's a
Mhm.
lot. But like I said, thank God, like I said, it is a lot. And the thing about it is that, especially when you come from a very humble beginning, you didn't come from much, and people
Yeah.
all over the entire world, like I said, that's
They
all.
just I mean, people going anybody going well, not anybody, but most people gonna jump at it. Like
Yeah,
75 to 85% people gonna jump at it. But you got the ones who was raised. I don't care. I'm not no amount of money is gonna take my soul. Well, how do they say
absolutely.
it? I just the biblical part of it. You know,
Uh-huh.
why would I gain who would gain the world and lose his soul? Mm-mm,
That's it. That's why I
mm-mm.
said they say
They've
when
been
it
trying
comes.
to get they've
Go
been
ahead.
trying
What
to
you
get me.
say?
I'm like, I said they've been trying to get me chaplain. I don't want for what? I don't need
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm. But
Exactly.
that's
I left
how
my
they
thing
do it.
in the PC. Yeah, I left my thing in
Mhm.
the PC because I want to talk to you. And like I said, thank you for always praying for me. I know you be praying, and my Eagles. I don't know where Eagles at. Have you talked to him? But
No,
he
I haven't
stands in the
talked
gap.
to
Yeah, he stands in the gap for a lot of people. Even
him.
people that try to degrade him or question him. You can't question nobody's walk with God because some people like you,
Absolutely.
like him, and Val, and a few others, they have that anointing. Yeah, they're human, but they have that. They're there for that purpose.
And this
You
is
know,
what I tell Eagle. This is what I tell him all the time. I say, let your life be an open book. So when someone ever bring up your stuff, who could tell it better? When they try to bring my stuff up, I say,
exactly.
I don't need you to sit there and dox me. If you want to know anything about me, my life is an open book.
Exactly. And see, that's what
I
I'm
could
about to go
tell you
live about
better.
because
Who
I'm
could tell
finding
it
out a lot
better?
of information. Yeah, I'm finding out a lot of information about a snake, you know,
Mhm.
but I'm trying to figure out how to approach the situation because,
Let them
like
talk
I
because you
said,
need
yeah,
them.
yeah. Yeah, let them talk though. But
Let
that's
them
what it is.
talk.
You need people people gonna always say people gonna have their opinions. People don't,
Hmm.
but people don't know unless you hear it from me. You're not gonna
Hmm.
know. But they still gonna
Absolutely.
assume. Like if they hear from you, they still, well, I don't know about Lady D. She still may be a scammer. She still may be this and that. She still may, even with the love and marriage Huntsville sector. Oh, Melanie don't do nothing. Blah blah blah. Okay, and she's not human. Yeah, excuse me, we were not, and nobody was born here a saint, and nobody
Hmm.
going. So most people that leave, if you get it right, you ain't gonna leave a sinner. You can just get that
Absolutely.
closer walk as fast as as close as you can, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, when you stand in judgment, God ain't gonna care about, oh, what I got, these riches, oh, this money, this big house, this car, this limousine. God want to look at your heart, and I got a
Absolutely.
great heart. And see, these
You ever saw anyone take all their possessions to a graveyard? Are you all behind them? Hmm?
child.
You
Mm.
never saw anyone that died and took all their stuff with a U-Haul to bury them with that stuff.
Yeah,
You never saw that,
exactly. And
right?
when they do, them people, I saw somebody when they come, they dig it out the grave and they
Yeah,
use your stuff. Child, please.
thank
The people
you.
done bury people with jewelry, money, and as soon as they left, and I know this personally, that
Me
family
too.
came right. Them people came right back, dug all that stuff up. As soon as the family left, dug that stuff up, took it and sold it. Okay, and I'm
That's it.
telling you, no lies. Please,
That's it. They'll
these
take
people
all
don't
the
care.
jewelry. Once they sit there and close that, they take all the jewelry and they give it to the family.
Child, there's somebody out here where I'm at that passed away. This big man. I don't know if you remember Walter Hudson, but
Mm-mm.
baby, if y'all knew the story about how what really happened and the family that could have sued them, child, please, I'm not even gonna get into it. Like I said, but that Sean is definitely a snake, but he ain't the
Mhm.
only snake. And like I said, he bet the best thing for him to do is to open Pandora's box and start
Mhm.
telling. Cause
Mhm.
see, you clear your mind and your heart. It ain't even about getting less of
Mhm.
time because you did what you did, but you
Mhm.
clear your mind and your heart. And that's what I think about a lot of these content creators and subscribers. Uh, uh, Clear your mind and your heart. Tell your truth. Don't try to tell
Mhm.
nobody else's truth
But who are you
because
clearing your mind to the heart, to the power that be? So they can sit there and continue this domino effect. We telling it, like I said, okay, if he say, oh, okay, let's give me Jay-Z, he give him Jay-Z, then all we doing is tearing down each other. And when we gonna
yeah,
stop
that's
this
true.
cycle? So we
But
only sitting there.
the cycle been since slavery because it's just like
Mhm.
it's really a what the
Yes.
melanated or supposed indigenous people. It's a slavery Willie Lynch mindset. Oh, I got to
Mhm.
have it, and if you got it, I'm gonna use any and every way to knock it down. Just
Mhm.
like now, the content creators exposed for selling people's information, they apologize for it, and no,
Mhm.
you still everybody still can look at them different, but
Mhm.
they're human. Nobody's on God's status. Nobody got a right. Who is God is no respect the person. Just because you a
Mhm.
preacher, just because you a minister, just because you evangelist, just because you a prophet or a prophetess, that don't mean you don't got faults. We all got
Mhm.
faults.
That was every last one of us. And
Hmm.
and this is the thing about it. Everybody think that, everybody lived a righteous life. If you lived a righteous life, I
Exactly.
promise you, you won't be on this
You'd
side of
be
the earth.
up in heaven. Yeah, exactly. You'd be up in heaven and on the right hand of the throne. Okay. So who are you to look down your nose at
It's
anybody?
just yours not in the open. You see what I'm saying? Or people
Exactly.
didn't go and dig into it, but all of us are
Yeah.
saved by God's amazing grace. None of
Yeah. And
us
then
are exempt.
yeah, exactly. Thank you. And some of us come ask me because I know it's a lot of stuff been lying around about me. Come ask me.
Thank
But then
you.
when you start digging in people's stuff, doing illegal stuff, that's when it becomes becomes something different. Even like when you got the threat, that's why I came flying up here. What happened? What happened? What
Hmm.
y'all say to my lady D? Cause they know I'm ready. Oh, well, Sparkle start. No, Sparkle don't start stuff. Sparkle finishes stuff,
Finish it.
and
I like
Sparkle's
that
gonna
one. I like that
okay,
one.
and Sparkle gonna stand for the right. Period. Okay, you commentate on Love and Marriage. Love and Marriage feels a public platform. If you don't want your life to be talked about, don't get on a public platform. Don't become a celebrity because your life becomes the open book. Period.
Yeah, they're talking about. Oh, I'm looking and seeing my pictures flying all around. On
Right?
social media. Yeah, I'm looking. And wondering what's going on, and then talking about, they trying to dox. You don't have to dox me. My life is open book. I ain't got nothing to
And
hide.
but if I want you to know, you'll know.
Thank you, and
If I
I
tell
don't
you
have
the
nothing to
truth,
hide.
you still wouldn't be able to handle it. If I
Mm,
tell you the truth, you still wouldn't be able to handle it.
Thank
Y'all
you.
wish y'all knew half of the stuff we've been through. Child, please.
Shoot, my
Y'all
soul
wish
was
y'all
hanging
knew.
on the outside of hell, messing with my own people, trying to help my own people. So, like I said, they say, if you want to know anything about me, I tell my stuff myself. People that know,
Ain't no
you know,
demon or no witch in hell gonna
you ain't
tell
gonna
my
hold
story the
nothing
way
against
I can tell it.
you.
Hmm.
I tell my story before you do, honey. Trust me. Like I say,
Exactly.
I ain't got.
Exactly. And I
That's
can
why I
tell
tell
it, buddy,
everybody.
because
I
I'm a
tell
man.
everybody when you come out, make sure your life is an open book, and that's point blank in the period. You hear me?
Exactly.
Because you know good
Exactly.
well
You
they
know,
gonna
because
try to use anything against you.
anything. Oh, well, your teeth ain't right. Oh, your head ain't right. Your eyes ain't right. Your nose ain't right. Oh, it's too big. It's too wide. It's too small. They gonna find some way. But that's girl, please. That's the misery that's in them. Most
Uh-huh.
people, when they gotta criticize, that's the misery that's in them.
And the
Period.
thing about it, when you shine a light on them, they look tore up from the floor up. But yet they gonna sit
Oh,
there and
girl,
call you
please.
out.
Half of these people don't want to be seen. They don't want to be heard. They scared to come out. They scared to even be seen. Hell, I've been being seen on here. I ain't no
Thank you.
secret. We
I ain't
all
got
got
nothing to
flaws.
hide.
But see, exactly. But see, yeah, our flaws can be seen. We can be shown. We can be known. What
Thank
about
you.
y'all insecurities? What about
Thank
y'all?
you.
Yeah, what
Thank
about
you.
y'all insecurities? Child, these
Hmm.
people are crazy. They
That's it.
crazy. But
But
like I
that's how the
said,
devil do. The devil do that. He gonna try to find
mhm,
anything. That's just how with Paul in the Bible. Remember when Paul cried to God to remove this thorn off of his side? He said, "No, what you got on your side is sufficient." You don't know what Paul went
mhm,
through, but he had something
mhm,
that he felt. Oh, I'm not worthy to sit there and continue with the ministry. But God said, "Then say whatever
mhm.
you got, honey. Your grace is sufficient. You can be able to continue to conquer and overcome any circumstances you are facing." So
Exactly.
don't let nobody
As
get
long as you keep your faith the size of a mustard seed, honey, ain't nothing. Ain't no who can be if God is for you, who can be against you? Period.
That's it. That's what I tell them. I say,
Mhm.
"Who, honey? I ain't got nothing to shame. If you want to sit there and pull up anything about me, all you have to do is ask me, because most of all the stuff
Mhm.
happened to me because of these, what you call these, whatever you call them, these bottom feeders that want something for nothing. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Don't want to work,
Exactly.
want
Then will
something for nothing.
sell they soul for a bottle of Pepsi and a can
Thank
of
you.
sandwich.
Thank
Child,
you.
please.
And like I say, honey, that's the
Mhm.
only thing that you can go ahead and pull about me, because it had to deal with my business. You understand what I'm saying? But I fought it
Mhm.
because I know, first of all, I would never steal from myself. Now, if they
Exactly.
want to go out there, and steal time, or and not doing the service, then hey, I'm gonna stand
Mhm.
my truth. I'm gonna stand my truth, and that's it.
And,
But like I said,
and
don't
that's
let
the
nobody
best
know what
thing.
you're gonna say about me, honey.
But when somebody always trying to, down somebody or well, you ain't doing this or you ain't doing that or you ain't got this, you ain't got that.
Hmm.
Excuse me. That shows your insecurity.
Thank you.
Look at yourself.
Stop.
Look at yourself and how can you better yourself? How can you work on yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you
But
gotta
I love you, boo. I'm
And
about
then
to
the thing
jump down,
about
but I
it,
love you.
but this before you
Uh,
jump down, this is what I want
No.
to ask you. Why is always our own people that's the ones that's doing the most?
I told you it's that Willie Lynch syndrome. It started. The light skin better than the dark skin better than the light skin. Oh, well, uh, I put $50 in. Okay, we all supposed to get this bag together. Well, I put in $60 more than you, so I'm gonna have the bigger share. I'm gonna do it. It's just everybody's crabs in a barrel, and it's really our own status. And it's even with other cultures, like they can be fighting like hell, but you will never know it. So let another outsider, let our culture come in here. You will never know it. They gonna come attack you, just like ain't nothing happened. Well, we can't do that. We can't stand in unity. There's too much division.
Absolutely.
All right. I love you. Make sure you call me. Love to
All
the
right.
deeper stars, the deep stars. Y'all do it. Later, y'all.
All right, Lady Sparkers, thank you for coming up. But guys, yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot, and it's time for our people, to wake the hell out. Hell up. Leave these people stuff alone and come out of her. But it's sad when we have to tear down each other. And this is nothing new. Way before P Diddy, way before Jay-Z. You know, what we hear, we always hearing about what our people do, and the reason why it's like that, because they don't want to see the black man rise. They don't want to see it. It's a threat. It's a threat, and we're going to talk about that behind the walls, guys. Make sure you become a membership a member, because some of this stuff, we got to talk about it behind the wall, but is a lot of content creators. I see it in the spirit. These people are getting paid to push this. These people are getting paid. If they're not getting paid, they making a deal with getting subscribers. Oh, you go ahead and you put this information out. That's just like with the guy that wrote the book with Kim Porter, found out it was false. But the thing about it, you guys didn't hear when he was doing the interviews, when he was sitting there saying that they told him to do this. He kept saying they told him to do that. They wanted all that to come out because they know once he get that information, we are the only ones that are easy to be manipulated. We are the silly sheep that feeds off of this. And if the white man sat there and said it is Bible, get this white man to go and write this book. We had so many of our people buying this book where they sat there and say this book that this man went ahead and wrote about Kim Porter, it was one of the best sellers. This man made millions of dollars off of that book less than a few weeks. And most of them that bought that was our silly sheep. Oh my God, they couldn't wait to sit there and read that. Whether it was a lie or not, they couldn't wait because we was conditioned to tear down each other. And we're going to talk about all this right here behind the scene because yes, we can talk about reality shows. We could talk about all this stuff because these people sat there and they signed their name on this dotted line, but it got so much stuff that is going on out there. And just like I said, and I said until I'm blue in the face, I said into my grave. When it comes to Hollywood and politics, they uses those two, which I call the beasts. They use those two to sit there and push it upon our people in order to bring forth what I call this new world order. And that's real talk. So on that note, guys, you all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day.